Okay. So, I was, I wasn't exactly sure if I was going to get to stream today or not, because at first I was going to, but then I found out I had to wait for the plumber to show up, so I wasn't sure when they were gonna show up, so I like thought, okay, I probably won't be streaming today. But now he's done, and I just kind of do want to get a quick stream out of the way because I really want to go off on something that's been bothering me the past couple of days. Since for a few weeks now. Now this isn't like new information and stuff like that. It's been going on for a while, but I just saw something that kind of really made me go like, bro, what are people doing? And it's just like, and the thing I want to go on about real quick is just this whole Pokemon card thing, man. Because, bro, I'm gonna have a drink too while I go off about this. But basically, hold on a minute. I'm just gonna do one quick other thing. Sorry, one second. Why can't I find that? There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and get all that out of the way. So, anyway, as I was saying, I definitely wanted to go off on this whole Pokemon card thing because, every Friday morning, okay, when I go to the gym, there's a Best Buy in the same area where my gym is, and I go there and I notice there are people lined up outside. And I noticed a few weeks ago, I don't know how long it's been going on, but I noticed it a few weeks ago when people were doing this. But I didn't know what was going on. I thought, was something coming out? Is there like a new iPhone or something coming out I didn't know about? I didn't know what was going on. And later I was in Best Buy and I didn't really see any, because I went later after it opened. I had to go do something else in there, so I was like, while I was there, I was at Best Buy. And I didn't really see a lot in there that answered my question, like, what's going on. And I didn't really feel like asking anybody who worked there, because I didn't want to feel stupid. I don't know why. I just felt like, but anyway, so I'm sitting there and I'm like, and then I'm at work the next day, and I asked somebody, and I was like, hey, I saw the Best Buy across the street, and there are a lot of people lined up. Why are they what came out over the weekend or whatever was coming out that day that everybody was lining up for? And that's when he told me Pokemon cards, and I'm like, bro, seriously? The Pokemon cards? What? Why? And like I said, I know it's been off for a while. There's this whole phenomena of people waiting in line and trying to buy all these Pokemon cards because they're looking for some rare card that they're looking for some rare card that I don't know what they're looking for, but some rare card that's gonna be worth thousands upon thousands of dollars. It makes me wonder what. It does make me wonder, though, what do they do with all the cards that are worthless? What happens to those? What happens to all the because that rare card they're looking for is definitely going to be 1 in a million. Or something like that. They're definitely going to be looking for it, but and that's the case, they're getting a bunch of worthless cards or they're getting repeats of cards they already have. So they probably have stacks upon stacks upon stacks of cards they already own. But like whatever that rare card is, and I don't know what the rare Pokemon cards are, man. I haven't really I haven't really attempted to play the Pokemon trading card game since high school. And even then, man, like, I don't know if these people actually play the game anymore. I mean, I know there are people that probably play, but how many people are buying these cards, waiting in line to buy these cards, and like are actually playing this game? And the reason why I'm trying to go off about this is like a couple of weeks ago I was at Walmart, and I had to buy something in the electronics section, but like there's like this line of people there, and there's like one person working there, and he was like talking to somebody, so I was like, okay, I'll go do my other shopping, and then I'll come back later for the other thing that I need. And so I get back, and the guy is no longer busy, but there's a line of people there. And so I asked the guy, I was like, well, I asked the guy, are you able to help me with something? He said, yeah, because I need something unlocked. Electronics department, I got everything locked up there. And I asked him if he needed anything, if I needed, like, can I get it, or are you busy? I don't want to, like, take away from all these people. He said, no, they're online waiting for something. And I was like, what are they waiting for? And, like, I was like, what are they waiting? I was like, they're waiting for Pokemon cards. Well, bro, the thing about it is, like, there was, like, all these dudes waiting for Pokemon cards were like these. First of all, these dudes looked like they were in, like, their 50s and sometimes 60s, man. These were not young people. These were not young kids or, like, young adults or people in their 20s. These were grown-ass, like, old-ass men. Old, unwashed, like, just gray-haired beards. And I'm not trying to, like, body shame people, but these dudes were, like, just a bunch of olds. And they're sitting there getting angry that they've been sitting there waiting in line for, like, an hour and a half for the representative to get there to open the box so they can start selling the Pokemon cards. And first of all, I'm like, bro, I've seen people go across the street to, what's up, horror, by the way? I've seen people going across the street. You know, they're in line for I don't know how long. Like I said, when I'm heading to the gym on Friday mornings, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. And there's already a line forming. And by the time I leave the gym, there's an even longer line. So I don't know how long people are waiting there for these cards. I don't really drive by to get a good look at them because they're all waiting over there. And I don't want to drive past them on the way back because I feel like I look suspicious doing that. But you have these people, and I'm just sitting there like, and I asked somebody, like, why are they sitting there doing that? Like, how are these people doing this, man? Like, how are they even paying for this? And the guy said, oh, they're doing credit cards. I'm like, so what happens if they, like, buy all this stuff, all these Pokemon cards with credit cards, and they don't get anything worth anything? Like, what do? Now they're in debt, and sure, they could probably find that rare card and sell it and get and get whatever money that is worth and maybe pay off some of the credit card debt. But I feel like you're accumulating more debt at this point than you would just finding the card. And I just don't get it, man. And like people, this has been going for years. People have been fighting. They get into fights over this, man. These are grown-ass people who are waiting online for hours for Pokemon cards that for a game they're never going to play, in the hopes that they get a rare card that they can sell for money. But I feel like they're spending more money trying to get these cards than getting an actual card. I don't know the rarity of what the Pokemon cards are or what they're at. There's people that do, like, they do streams and videos of them opening Pokemon cards, which would be fine. But a lot of them are doing it because they're thinking they're going to get, like, some magic card worth thousands of dollars or whatever. And I don't know, man. What are they doing with the normal cards? Like, there's people out there who probably want to actually buy the cards so they can play the game. But you're sitting there going to the store to buy these, and you're like, maybe some kid or younger person that's like really doing it for the love of the game, and you're online in line with all these like creepier old guys who are buying the cars in hopes that they get some kind of rare card that's worth a lot of money. And do you want to know who to blame for all this? There's actually a person whose fault this is. Illustration rares. I don't know, man. I'm not really into the card game scene. I've tried. I'm just, it's not for me, man. I've tried. I played Yu-Gi-Oh. I've tried the Pokemon card game. Couldn't get into it. I've played Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh was okay, but the rules got way too ridiculous to the point I don't understand anymore. And I've tried Magic the Gathering, and I just, really, I didn't really last at these games because I'm just not good at them. It's definitely a luck of the draw kind of game. But when I was in these games, I played them for the gameplay. Or whatever you want to call it. I did it to play the game. And now you got these weird-ass people who are just sitting there, like, buying cards, hoping they get some rare one. And, of course, yes, you can blame fucking Logan Paul for this. Like, bro, that dude found some card for... Yes, beer. That dude found the card worth, like, a couple of $1 million or something like that. I don't even think he sold it. He wears it on a, he wears it in a pouch on a necklace that he shows off when he shows up to a WWE event. That's a whole nother rant, man. I'm not, like, I've said before, I'm not watching WWE until they fire that man. I'm done. Like I've said this multiple times in multiple videos to multiple people. People are probably sick of hearing me say it by now. But yes, until WWE decides to actually follow Logan Paul, or not follow, fire Logan Paul, I'm not watching that shit. I know the product itself isn't doing so well right now, story-wise and everything else, but I could look past that. I really could. But that dude needs to... I got a whole thing about that too, but I'm not going to get into it here. But anyway... Yeah, so the reason why a lot of people are doing this now is because Logan Paul, of all people, finds the fucking card that's worth a lot, and now all these, like, weird-ass old people who are fighting over, and there's, like, a stabbing a couple of days ago. Like, I think it was, like, a Pokemon Center, whatever you want to call it, and there was a stabbing over the cards. Like, it got so bad that somebody got stabbed with a knife, sharp object, over Pokemon cards. And it's just like, and it's so weird when you see the type of people that are doing this. How much attention do these idiot brothers need? They get all of it, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's heartbreaking, man, to watch these horrible people just get everything. Like, it's gotta be witchcraft, man. There's, like, I'm running out of real world explanations as to why. Yes, stabbed over that. Stabbed over a piece of cardboard. I'm not even, like, what if I could find that? Hold on, give me a second here. I'm gonna try to find the Okay, here we go. Let's see if this is... Oh, that one's in Japanese. Oh my god, this gets... Oh, fucking A, man. Hold on. Alright, we're gonna... It's... Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and... Wait, no, I don't want to do that. I want to move this over... No, why is it do... I don't want that one. I want the... I'm having a hard time getting this put together now, man. What is this thing doing to me? Where'd the chat box go? Great. Now I'm having issues here. Alright, hold on. Let me move this over here. Where's the chat box? Do I have a... Alright, hold on. Great. Now I'm having issues here. Alright, hold on. Let me move this
Alright,
over
let's go
here.
ahead and...
Damn it, you stupid thing.
Do I have a... Alright, hold on. Okay, there we go.
Great, now I'm having issues here.
That fixed. Hold on, let me...
I somehow lost the chat box on here. I don't know how that happened, but anyway. Alright, so let's go ahead and Pokemon Center employee killed in Tokyo after stabbing. This was 1 day ago. Okay, this is when I heard this. As much as I the chat box on here, I don't know how audio issues is repeating. Anyway. Not great. Alright, so let's go ahead and Pokemon Center employee killed in Tokyo after stabbing. Is it still doing it? This was 1 day ago. Okay, this is when I heard this.
Wait, hold on. Let me... Oh, okay. Wait.
As much as I... Okay, how about now? I think that might actually have fixed it. Okay, did that stop it? Because I'm trying to I think I was able to fix it real quick. So it should stop doing that now. I guess when I switch, I don't know what the other... Okay. Yeah, when I switched the screens, I don't know why what the other... Maybe it's I think a camera might be picking up my voice as much as the microphone, so that should be fixed now. But anyway, alright, so Pokemon Center employee killed in apparent murder-suicide... What the f... This story gets weirder the more I read into it. What the hell is this? Oh, bro, come on. I need a drink. Murder-suicide? This thing says murder-suicide. What the... An employee at a Pokemon Center store in Tokyo was killed Thursday after being stabbed by a man who died by According to the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department, the Pokemon Company has closed the location, Pokemon Center Mega Tokyo, in the Sunshine City Hope shopping complex until further notice. According to the man in his 20s, okay, so at least he wasn't an old guy. Like, that makes this any better. Wielding a knife, stabbed a Pokemon Center employee. A woman also believed to be in her 20s in the neck, and then stabbed... Okay, this might not have anything to do with Pokemon cards. This might be something else. Both the victim and her assailant were pronounced dead at the hospital. So, Pokemon Center at the time, the police were called in response to a man wielding knives. A report from Asahi, isn't that a beer? Indicates that the victim had filed a complaint with the Tokyo Metropolitan... Oh, okay, so this by itself has nothing... Okay, never mind. So, okay, so apparently this doesn't have anything to do with Pokemon cards. This is a different issue. Which is still tragic, but at least it's not something stupid. No, it's messed up for sure. I mean, apparently, I guess this guy... Suspicion of violating Japan's anti-stalking law. So this guy was probably stalking this woman that happened to work at a Pokemon place. It was just her job. And he went there to do what he did. I guess... I don't know if it gives any details as to what happened, as to why he did it. I mean, I guess that's not really... Okay, well, the good... I don't want to say the good news is, because, like, there's really nothing here that's good news. I'm not trying to be... I'm not trying to say that this in itself is considered good news. But I guess... Oh my god, this fucking chat box, man. feel like I lost the chat box on the main screen. Alright. So, anyway. I guess, like, the, what is that? I don't know. I guess, basically, the, okay, so that was a different story. That was a different reason why there was a stabbing. Alright, that had really nothing to do with Pokemon cards. It was a Pokemon Center, which I assume just, you know, you can buy cards and toys and games or whatever like that. So it was probably something different. Different issue. So thankfully, nobody got stabbed over cardboard. It's another issue where people are getting stabbed because there are psychos out there. The fact that this happened at a Pokemon Center is coincidental. It had nothing to do with cards, so... But there are people out there that are more or less beating the crap out of each other for Pokemon cards. It's messed up, but like what's really, like I said, what's really weird about it is like it's just older guys, man. It's just like, bro. Like these are not even adults. These are people damn near retirement. And it's like, bro, why don't you go home and like, I don't know, do something else. Shower, cook dinner. Like, fuck, I don't know, go for a run. Just, why are you in your 50s in line at a Walmart or a Best Buy or probably Target too, I don't know. Any place that sells cards, what are you doing? Like, you're sitting there, you're unwashed. Like, these people don't look like they bathe in days. I'm sure there are people that don't look like that, and that's fine, but like, guys, really, you're waiting in line for a Pokemon card, you probably have a better chance of, I don't know. You probably have a better chance of becoming like a content creator and getting money that way instead of like trying to go into debt trying to find that rare Pokemon card that just isn't going to show up. And I hope these people at least wait until they get home to open their cards. Because could you imagine if you're sitting there and you're in the store and you open it and you actually do get that card? Maybe that's where the fights start. Maybe somebody opens a pack. They open the pack, and then is my screen? No, it's fine. They open the pack and they got the rare card, and then they get jumped by somebody else who steals the card from them. I wouldn't put it past them to do that, man. But anyway, that's just a quick rant I want to get out of the way. Again, this won't really be a very long stream. I was planning on doing some gameplay today, but I had to wait for a plumber to show up, and that didn't take too long, so I'm just doing this quick little rant session here before I move on. But yeah, so I just wanted to go off about that. So the only other thing I want to talk about real quick is I finished Season 2 of the live-action One Piece, and so far I've been enjoying. I watched Season 1, and now I watched Season 2. Overall, I've been enjoying it, but I will say, I think, like, Season 2 didn't seem as interesting. But, to be fair, like, a lot of the stuff they covered in Season 2 was a lot of stuff that really wasn't that interesting, even in the anime, man. Like, I don't want to spoil too much for those who haven't seen it in case you want to watch it and anything like that. But, like, if you've seen the anime and then you watch the live action, you pretty much know what you're getting. But, yeah, they cover up until the end of... They cover up to the end of Drum Kingdom. It finishes off with Drum Kingdom. I don't want to get too much into it. It does kind of feel like the final episode of this season was lit. But it doesn't seem as climactic as the end of the first season. But to be fair, like, the end of the first season is like my favorite part of the anime, and that's like when they finish Arlong Park. And that scene, all the scenes in there were like the scene where like Nami finally breaks down and asks Luffy for help. and stuff like that, and he does the whole thing. Like, that's still my favorite part of the whole of everything so far. And I've seen a lot. I've watched pretty much more or less caught up with One Piece in the animated form at the moment, and that's still my favorite scene from all this. Like, even to this day, there's been a lot of cool scenes, but that's definitely my favorite one right there. Is like the Arlong Park, where he goes to fight Arlong and stuff like that. And season 2 was okay. I like they introduced Captain, like all the people they introduced and stuff like that. Man, I don't know how long. I hope they don't take another like 3 years to get to season 3. If there's gonna be a season 3, I don't know. But it was a pretty fun ride. I'm not gonna lie, man. Episode 7 and 8 definitely had me like in the feels, man. I'm sitting there watching episodes 7 and 8 of the season. I'm just like, you know, I'm all misty eyed, and I'm trying not to. I was feeling kind of emotional. Not even gonna lie about that. But yeah, so just some stuff I wanted to talk about. It's I like season 2. It was okay. I like season 1 better, but I think the initial the season 1 definitely had more interesting stories. Even in the anime, like the first like lead up to a lot of things was always like more fun, and I liked it. And you know, I'm still waiting for the new season of One Piece animated. Like, I've been watching it on Netflix, but so I think their new episode's coming up pretty soon, where they're finally like going to working on going to Elbath. That's the next chapter and stuff like that. So overall, pretty good. I like what they're doing with live action. I don't know how much longer they're gonna do this, because like like those characters aged between season 1 and season 2. I mean, like, what are you gonna do? Hey, what's up, Potter? But yeah, so it was overall fun and stuff like that. So thank you. Even though I'm about ready to wrap up this stream, like I said, it wasn't gonna be a very long one. I was planning on doing some gameplay, but I ended up getting kind of caught up with something else. But I just wanted to do this quick stream and go ahead and rant about a few things, because sometimes that's just what I like to do. But anyway, yeah, I really don't have much else to talk about this week. I covered last week that my plans to move. I've been packing. I spent yesterday packing, among other things, so I'm getting ready to do the move. And I don't know when I start the move and then finally get settled in the new place. I don't know how long it'll be before I start getting into. It's all right. Yeah, I know. I missed a lot of streams because of work too. But like when I move and transfer my job, I don't know what days off I'm gonna have at that point. So whatever days the day I stream might end up being a different day. Right now it's Fridays, but who knows? It might end up being like a Monday or a Tuesday or whatever like that. But yeah, unfortunately that's pretty much it for this stream. She is nice. She didn't do anything wrong. She said she just missed most streams because she had to work, and that's fine. I get it. I missed plenty of streams because I had to work too, and it's just like, it is what it is. But anyway, that's really all I had for this video. I'll try to stream next week, and we'll see if we can get some gameplay going. I think it's time. To return to the streets. So maybe by next Friday, weather pending, depending on how hot it gets. I think it's time to get back into those streets. It's been a while, man. I'm probably going to be rusty as hell. I'm probably going to get my ass kicked. Who knows? I got a week to practice it. But anyway, that's all I really had for this stream. And I will see you guys next time.